Not yet on the market, but soon to be. 1411 Thornton, Oak Forest, Houston, Texas. This is new construction by Enterra Homes. And once again, Enterra knocks it out of the park. This is a stunner, and it's even more of a stunner, under $2 million. We're gonna take a slow tour through this house, starting right here. Look at the white oak. Now you can stay right there, Trey, I wanna see this. Extended entry, right? They did the herringbone white oak, looks stunning. And of course the decor is always on point. The stagers here are crazy. They're so good. Now, the stagers, the finishing, come in the study right off. You got your pocket doors for privacy, no swinging doors. So if you want them open, seamless, come on right on in, right? Of course, we've got our shelving built in here. You gotta see this, Trey. Underlit shelving with your ladder. Everybody's gotta have a ladder nowadays. And of course, your lighting. Look at the lighting on these Enterra homes is so impactful. And you've seen this before. We've been in this type of model before, but this is a totally different house you've seen. Enterra, we've always got the secret, bam, your secret passageway. This one's even better because you just kind of press it right there. Totally seamless. This is redesigned from before. I love it. Once again, I love the color here. It's like a dark, dark green, charcoal-y looking deal. Come on out though. Let's get into this wide open entry. Oh, don't let me forget, full bath off of the study, closable doors. If you need an extra guest room over a weekend or in-laws or somebody came in, they can't use the stairs, we do have a full bath here. Of course, your honed quartzite, your pattern sink, your fluted cabinetry. What a stunner. Everything they choose here. Of course, you got your full shower, contrasting pattern here, and your bench seat in case you want to sit down and hang out in your shower. Into the close that softer. Into the formal dining. By the way, what do you think about my purple jacket? It's subtly purple. My wife was like, you got a purple jacket? I'm like, yeah, I need a little pizzazz, right? You got your grays and you got your charcoals and your navies. I needed a little purple in my life. Here we go. But what I also need in my life is a formal dining like this. Check this out. With these Thermadors, these doors are so upscale. You just close them. They close themselves, right? We lightly do that. By the way, we've got open glass shelving to display whatever you want. You want to display your liquor, you want to display your wine, you want to display your glasses, what have you. You've got this open shelving and plenty of storage on the surround. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on. So we've got this. Of course, you've got your covered back patio, open living to kitchen, breakfast back here. I mean, this breakfast room is ample for anything you need to do. Of course, we've got our built-in log fireplace here and built-ins with free-floating shelves on each side. Plenty of space for whatever kind of furniture you want, and great for entertaining. I mean, this thing with all the built-ins, your contrasting cabinetry, your Venetian plaster. Look at this Venetian plaster. I'm so excited to be here that I'm like, what should I look at next? I'm gonna start in this kitchen with your Venetian plaster vent hood. This thing was Venetian plastered by hand. You look at it up close, you see a lot of the patterns and differentiations here. Looks really, really cool. Kind of looks like a concrete, kind of looks like a concrete, kind of looks like a stone, kind of looks like a chalkboard. You don't know what it is, but it's incredible. I don't know if you can see it online, but here in person, this is the one. Now, I bet you haven't seen a 4-foot kitchen sink as well. And of course, surrounded by your honed quartzite countertops. Now, when you see your countertops, you see these countertops a lot of times, they're shiny, shine them. This honed quartzite is really, really matte. It's nice, clean. It doesn't glare in the light. It just looks super subtle, super slick. You just really want to hang out here. By the way, while we're here, look at all the room for seating here. Breakfast room. I can't get over how big this layout is. between the kitchen, the breakfast, the paneling, the millwork, and all the natural lighting here, accented by the incredible job that Enterra does with their lighting. You want to touch it, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to admire it. How you contrast from this vintage look to then this look, and you got your sconces with a little bit different look, and you got this look in here. The lighting all ties in so perfectly. It's kind of overwhelming. Now, let's go here. We've got your freezer and fridge, of course, Thermador. Am I gonna press it or am I gonna pull it? I'm gonna pull this one, right? And of course, you've got your freezer here. Now, I'm gonna open that, save energy, let that close itself. All right, come on in to your hidden pantry. Come on in here. Now, in these luxury homes now, they don't want to be cluttered in the kitchen with your microwaves and your visual dishwashers and all the appliances and all that stuff. So a lot of times now in these homes over, sub 2 million and up, they're going to have an offset pantry. They're going to have a hidden pantry in some way. Welcome to your hidden pantry. Now, of course, pantries in these luxury homes, microwave is pretty much always going to be in the pantry now. We don't want it out there. We don't want it above your stove or above your oven like you used to. So we've got them hidden in the pantry. And now this house, along with a lot of others, has a separate prep area, dishwasher, sink in the pantry, in addition to out there. There's a dishwasher out there, dishwasher in here. And of course, out of sight, out of mind, plenty of storage, plenty of shelves, plenty of stackable in your pantry. And they made it super sexy too. They didn't chinch on the light fixture. They didn't chinch on the countertops or the tile, floor to ceiling, even the floating shelves. They went mass sex appeal here. Now, what's cool about this pantry as well is that they've got, you might have seen this at another house that I've done before. By the way, watch my videos, thank you very much. They've got this pass through. That shelf doesn't belong there, somewhere else. We've got a pass through from the garage into the pantry. If you got water bottles, you got a case of Coke, whatever, throw it in there so you don't have to carry it through the house and then bring it in here and then open the shelf. You just open the door, slide it in, close it up, boom, done. So this is your private, luxurious pantry. Let's carry on with the tour. Now, I want to show you on the other side. I'm going to close this door like it never even happened, right? Now, we've got, of course, your custom cabinetry. We've got your trash and recycling pull-out. Cabinet face, looks like a cabinet. Well, it is a cabinet. And then we've got your cabinet face dishwasher. Once again, second dishwasher. Plenty of storage throughout this house. Now, we've also got, which is all the rage, you can see your contrasting uppers and lowers. Here they've done two. At the other house that we were in by Enterra on Chambord 1414, they had three. This was an offset natural. It was super sexy, but this one is really, really timeless. Looks great and contrasting. And I want to show you this up in person while we're here. This Venetian plaster vent hood. And of course, you've got your pot filler. You've got your 6-burner plus griddle into this mudroom. Don't forget these glass front, fluted glass front shelves. They're opaqued a little bit, so it doesn't have to be perfectly clean. You know, the ones that you can see right through. Everything has to be perfectly clean, perfectly aesthetic. Here we've got this flute, gives it some sex appeal. Plus, it doesn't have to be perfect behind your cabinets. Into your mud bench, plenty of room for shoes, plenty of room for storage. You got 4 separate lockers. Put everything you want in there. Shelves if you want, hanging if you want. And I like the contrasting color on the baseboards and the jambs here. It's green in here. Should I say turquoise? I don't know what it is. Seafoam green in here. Boom, into white here. They blend the colors perfectly at Enterra. And then see, we go from this color into this color right over here into a totally different color, but you didn't even notice. You were just like, this house is super sexy. Why? And they've got colors everywhere, but they all flow so well that all you do is say, damn, this is a beautiful home. Now, I want you to look at from this is how impactful this place is. From where we're at, spin around and look at the light fixture in the breakfast room. Just spin that around. Now you can stay here, I'm gonna walk over. Just to give some depth perception, I mean, look at how big this light fixture is, how expansive it is. And it's just a focal piece. Everywhere you look in these Enterra homes, there's something to focus on. Love it, love it. Would you go into a store and say, this is the one? You'd be like, that's interesting. But when it's put into an Enterra home, you're like, damn, this is the one. I mean, look at this thing, man. Crazy, crazy. These light fixtures are wild. Let's go upstairs, check it out. Check it out. Now, we'll do a walkthrough up here. Now, of course, we've got our solid wood treads as well. And of course, your matching rails and balusters, wrought iron balusters. We do the splashes of color up here. We go white back into this blue-green. And of course, with your more masculine countertop and your free floating shelf. This looks appetizing. We'll save that for later. Into your game room. Of course, your game room shares a bathroom with a bedroom on the other side. But I really want to get into this master because this is nuts. And of course, we've got another bedroom. And of course, we've got another bedroom. And of course, we've got this bedroom. We've got this little mini study, exercise room, Peloton room, whatever you want. This is about a little 10 by 11 room, just big enough for your craft room. Shoot, this would be a stunning whiskey room. You probably want the whiskey room on the first floor. Think about it. Great whiskey room. Cigar lounge? Probably not. Maybe next time. For now, we'll call it a little mini study or exercise room. Now you've got double doors leading into the master suite. Plenty of space here. Plenty of space for oversized furniture, whatever you want. I mean, look how much room you've got in between these furniture pieces. Whatever size furniture you have should be more than fine here. Into your, this has to be grand, Trey. This has to be grand. You don't have to edit that out either. This has to be grand, Trey. Double doors into your master bath. I want you to look at the sheer size of countertops in here. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's like 20 feet of countertop. Look at this. I mean, crazy. And of course, your sconces and your free-floating mirrors. I'm loving this, the white on white. This is so overwhelming that even the first time I didn't notice we even have a tray ceiling in here. Everything you look at in here grabs your attention. Your custom cabinetry right here, natural wood, of course. Soft close, you see how soft that was, right? And these sconces just pull you in. Now, you've got this iridescent type subway, mini subway here. It's like a 2x6 up and down, and then your subtle fluted matte tile as well on the sides, all the way down. This is it's like a 20-foot shower. Got a little step down there so your water doesn't get over there when you're showering, doing a messy shower, right? Look at this. It's like a 20-foot shower and tub. You've got all the nozzles you need, all the mechanisms, and down to the detail where, you don't want to get in the shower when it's cold. So I put the controls right here so that way you don't have to reach in and get cold. And Tara thinks of it all. Turn it on, gets warm, step in, wash the dog. They're thinking of it all. Now, let's get into this closet. Built-ins for days. You've got your drawers. You've got your stackable shelves. You've got your hanging. You got shoes for days. Shoes up and down. You've got your dress hanging. You got your shirt hanging. More and more cupboards behind you. And then of course, accented by boom, 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 4 cans. And your super sexy chandelier. This baby is Enterra 1411 Thornton, under 2 million, freestanding, over 7,000 square foot lot, new construction. This one can be yours. Enjoy this tour, watch my other videos. And Tara, if you want this one, DM me.